Hi guys, welcome back to another art video. Today I'm doing something a bit different. I'm doing a real-time sketch with me video. So what you're seeing here is what I'm actually sketching in real time. And I wanted to make this video because I kind of wanted to show you guys more of my process and how I create and go about doing a sketch or a piece of art. So I thought that would be really cool to see. And I personally like watching real-time sketch videos or real-time art videos in general, so I thought this would be fun. Let me know if you like this kind of video, or if you want to see more, or if you don't like it, just let me know what you think. I also thought that I would do a sort of Q&A to go along with it, to kind of take up some of this time, because I think this is like a 20-minute video, and I would totally run out of things to say 20 minutes, so I figured I would answer some questions while I'm here. But first, I do want to let you guys know a little bit about the art that I'm doing. Every time I get a new sketchbook, I have a little tradition of doing a little self-portrait in the first page, so that's what this is. I'm actually drawing myself in the first page of a brand new sketchbook. And you guys know that I just finished my last sketchbook, so I just bought a new one, and I'm super excited to try it out. So that's what this video is. So now that that's out of the way, I will start answering some questions that I got on Instagram. Let's see. First question, what is one of your favorite pieces you've drawn lately? That would actually have to be my Rapunzel drawing that I did back in like January. I don't know why I like that one so much, but I spent a lot of time on it, and I just really like Rapunzel and like Tangled as a movie, so I was super proud of how that one came out, and I think that one's my favorite as of right now. What is one area you want to improve on the most? That would definitely have to be environments and backgrounds. A lot of my pieces have kind of static backgrounds, or just like a flat color or something like that, and I would really like to be better at putting my characters into actual settings and environments and creating like a little world around them instead of just slapping a character on a piece of paper and calling it done. So that is one thing that I'm definitely actively trying on improving, and something that I want to get better at, because as of right now I am not that good at it. Okay, next question. What is your favorite fandom? My favorite fandom is and always will be the Harry Potter fandom. And I have been obsessed with Harry Potter since I was like 5 years old, okay? My mom... Sorry, my dog's decided to be stupid and to bark at absolutely nothing. Anyway, my mom used to read me the Harry Potter books before I would fall asleep. Like, that would be our nightly routine, is she would read a chapter of Harry Potter because I couldn't read yet. And then as I grew up, I started to be able to read them on my own as they came out, and then me and my mom would like buy the new books together, and we'd sit down and read them all like the same night together, and we'd always go see the movies like as soon as they came out. And I was Hermione for Halloween, like I don't even know how many times. I have like a replica of Hermione's wand in my like apartment right now, so I am obsessed with Harry Potter. It's something that I grew up with, and something that my family has always been a part of, so it means so much to me, and nothing quite gets me emotional like thinking about Harry Potter does. And I don't know, I love it so much. I love the books, I love the movies, I love just the whole community and the way that people are still coming up with stories about the universe, even how many years later. I'm so excited for the new movie. I'm going to go to the opening of the Harry Potter theme park in Hollywood. So yeah, I'm obsessed with Harry Potter. No shame. That is like my one thing. I will base my friendships on how long I can have a conversation with them about Harry Potter related things. I'm not even joking. So yeah, I would have to say that Harry Potter is definitely my favorite fandom, for lots of reasons. And yeah, if you want to talk to me about Harry Potter, do it, because I will I will get lost in Harry Potter. By the way, for those of you wondering, my house is totally Hufflepuff. Okay, next question, are you doing any conventions this year? So, After I got sick at Otakon, I kind of wanted to take a break from conventions because Otakon got me like really, really sick. And I think getting sick is kind of inevitable in situations like these where you're around so many different people, and I kind of just wanted to take a break before I jumped into it again. That being said, I was going to go to a convention in a few weeks, but by we, I mean me and my friend Patrick, who do conventions together here in Vegas, we missed the date to sign up, so we didn't get a table. We are on a wait list, but I don't think we'll get it. I do want to do Sabacon again in September, but we're also on a wait list for that. I actually am really considering doing PMX in LA, so that would be really cool because I live so close to LA already. It's not much of a travel to just go to LA for the weekend, and I've heard that PMX is a really great convention, so I do want to try that, and that's in November. So if any of my California friends want to come with me, let me know, because that would be really cool to meet some of you guys. Other than that, I don't really have any plans. I do want to do Anime Expo maybe next year. And I do really, really, really want to go to VidCon this year, but I don't think it's feasible because tickets are crazy expensive. So maybe next year for VidCon as well, but that is something that I definitely want to do in the future. Alright, next question is, who are some artists that you can always draw inspiration from? Now, my all-time favorite artist, who always inspires me by looking at his old artwork, is Tony DiTerlizzi. And if you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you probably know that. But he's like literally the artist that made me want to become an artist myself. So anytime I look at any of his old works, or even current works, or anything that he's done, it just gives me such inspiration and motivation to do better. And especially looking back on his fantasy stuff and his stuff from like when he was writing the Spiderwick books, it's just so imaginative, and his watercolors are so beautiful, and just it makes me so emotional. Oh my gosh. So yeah, Tony DiTerlizzi, definitely. Some other artists would definitely be Loish. She's an amazing digital artist, and even though I don't do digital art myself, her style and her colors are just so gorgeous. Another artist that really inspires me is Fukari, and I think she only has a DeviantArt account, but I will link her down below. Her style is so unique, and I've been following her since, like, pretty much ever since I got a DeviantArt page, and I'm in love with the way that she sketches, so she's definitely a huge inspiration to me as well. And the last one would have to be Sayarin. I think that's how you pronounce her name. But she's an amazing artist as well. Again, digital, but her style is so cute, and I love the way she draws faces. So yeah, those are like my top artists that I go to for inspiration. Like if I need to motivate myself, I'll just like look at some of their artwork, and it makes me want to be better like them. Alright, so next question. When did you first get into art, and how did you find your style? I first got into art when I don't even remember. I've always kind of been an artsy person, and I have my mom to thank for that, because my mom is a very crafty. Okay, so imagine if Pinterest was like an actual human being. That would basically be my mom. So I've always grown up around being creative and being crafty and doing arts and crafts and stuff because my mom is that way. And I fell in love around, I'd say sometime in elementary school, maybe around 3rd grade, with the Spiderwick books, again going back to Tony DiTerlizzi, and I would look at his artwork and I would try to recreate it on like lined paper and stuff, and reading those books and seeing those illustrations is what made me decide I want to be an artist, and I want to keep drawing, and I want to get better at it. So I would say I seriously started to wanting to be better when I was in like 3rd grade. And then sometime in high school, I want to say maybe freshman or sophomore year, is when I saw Tangled for the first time, and it kind of re-inspired me to want to do even better, because before I was, like drawing and sketching, and I made little stories up, and I wasn't like totally serious about it until I saw Tangled for the first time, and I was like, okay, you know what? I am going to go to school for art, and I'm going to be an artist, I'm going to be an animator, I'm going to do this, do that. So that's kind of the timeline of my artistic journey. Since then, I've kind of calmed down. I decided, I don't really want to be an animator for Disney like I thought. I'm still kind of pursuing more of an illustrative career rather than an animation career. But that's kind of where I started from. As far as style goes, I actually want to make a whole video talking about this because I have a very firm idea on what a style should mean. And a style is something that you cannot force. You cannot force yourself to draw in a particular style, and you cannot force yourself to find a unique style that's never been made before. If you focus too much and stress too much on trying to do that, you're only going to end up getting frustrated and hurting your artistic process, and it's not a good thing. So if you're trying to find your quote-unquote style, the best advice I can give you is to just create art and keep creating the art that you want to create. So if you want to, maybe go more cartoony, draw more cartoony things. If you want to get better at, maybe a more realistic style, do some realistic portraits. And while you're all doing this, you do need to remember the fundamentals of art as well. So it's important to know how color and value and composition works as well, because that's only going to make your work better. And a style is something that will come to you eventually as you improve your art. And it's just something that you can't really force it, and it just has to come. And I know that's kind of frustrating, especially for beginning artists who are maybe copying other people's styles or haven't really found their own niche or what they want to do yet. But I promise you, all you have to do is keep creating different kinds of art and find what you are passionate about, and your style will come in time. I promise you. All right. Next question, how has other artists affect the way you draw? This is a good question, and especially when I was first starting out, of course, I would mimic other people's styles, and I would copy theirs and try to find out what worked for me, and that definitely helped me find what I enjoyed doing. So doing that from other artists definitely helped me find my own little place in the art world, and I still kind of do this, and I'm still doing this. On the flip side, watching other artists can get discouraging at times, and I know it's not a good thing, but I think it's inevitable for artists, any kind of artist, whether it's, like illustration or even music. When you see other artists do great things, it can sometimes make you feel like you're not great, and that is, first of all, it's not true because you are great, but in the moment it can feel like, oh my gosh, these artists are so amazing and my work is so mediocre. How am I ever going to get to this point? And we all go through points of this, but the important thing is to realize that your art is amazing because you made it and you're still improving, and who knows for how long you've been drawing for. Like, you could maybe be drawing for 5 years, and the people you're looking up to have been drawing for 15 years. So it's not good to compare yourself to other artists, but it is good to draw inspiration from other artists. And it's kind of hard to differentiate between the two sometimes. So it's just something that you kind of have to be aware of and be like, okay, this person's art is great. I'm feeling a little bit down about my own art, but that doesn't mean that I'm any less capable than this other artist. All right, next question. What is your ultimate goal when it comes to what you want to do with your art? So my goal has changed so many times throughout growing up. Like, first I was like, I just want to be an artist. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to be an animator and I'm going to work for Disney and I'm going to create movies like Tangled and Frozen and no one's going to stop me. And then the more I thought and realized it, the more I found out that being an animator was not a good idea for me personally. First of all, I'm not a competitive person, and animation's a very competitive field. Second of all, being an animator is really hard, and you work really long hours, and I'm someone who cannot even, work full-time because of my health, so that was not a good idea. So I've had to kind of reevaluate my goals and reevaluate what I wanted to do with my art, and I've come to realize that what I really want to do above all else is illustrate books, especially. I want to be a freelance artist, of course, and do all kinds of freelance work, but for me to consider myself successful as an artist would be to illustrate books. So whether it's children's books or intermediate books or doing covers, I don't know, I just want to do all of it. I have broken into doing some covers, which is awesome and is like a step in the right direction, but ultimately I really want to do like full page illustrations and tell stories with my illustrations with the help of the words from the author and collaborate, and just thinking about it is making me like so excited. And maybe even someday I would like to write maybe my own books and illustrate my books as well as tell my stories. I think that would be just such an amazing thing to be able to do. So that is definitely my goal in my artistic career, I guess. Alright, so I think that's all the time that I have for questions. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today and asking me questions and watching this video and watching me sketch, and you guys are just so awesome, and I appreciate every single one of you for being just the best people in the entire world. So yeah, thumbs up if you like this video. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you want more real-time, because I am going to color this, so let me know if you want like maybe a real-time version of that as well. Yeah, so just let me know. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe for more. I do videos every single Wednesday, and maybe some random videos throughout the week if I have time, but I do try to upload every single Wednesday. And yeah, that's about it. I will see you guys in my next video. I love you all, and I hope you have a great week. Bye!